Greetings and welcome to Trends 24/7. I'm Eden, your host. Behind every success, every achievement, any testimony, there's a story. In this program, we go beyond reaching out to people with different stories that can inspire you, stories that can motivate you, stories that encourages you not to give up, to keep pushing. So today, I am with Mr. Solly Maluleka, all the way from Polokwane. He's going to tell his story. Let's relax and enjoy. Mr. Solly, how are you?
I'm good, my brother. I'm blessed. I can't complain. How are you?
I'm glad. Yeah, you are blessed. I like that. That's the language, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, man, I would want you to introduce yourself, who you are, where you're from. I want our viewers to know a little more about you.
Okay. My name is Solly Maluleka from Polokwane, but I was originally born in Seshego. It's a township outside Polokwane. I was born in Seshego, grew up in Motongwa Perekisi, where I currently reside. So yeah, that's me, and I'm 38 next year. I'm not next year, next month. Next month on the 24th, I'll be turning 39.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know if I should tell you more about my family or what.
Yeah, it's fine. You can proceed. Yeah.
No, I'm the first. I'm also a husband to a very beautiful wife, Aisha, who's into
that's nice.
She's into poultry farming, and we are blessed with two beautiful daughters. I'm Kalang and Ritumate.
Pop, we should also have his wife Trune to the show.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can carry on, bruh.
Okay, yeah. So I'm also a born again Christian, a God fearing born again Christian. So yeah, that's
nice. So you said the village you come from is called what?
Motongwa Perekisi. In Afrikaans is called Perskepelt. Perekisi is simply peach. Peach. The fruit peach.
Peaches. Yeah.
Yeah. So others call it Peaches Valley.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just tell us a little bit about your childhood in that village where you grew up. How was it? Were you having dreams of becoming a businessman, or just give us a hint of that?
When I grew up, I actually wanted to be a traffic officer. I was inspired by this man. There was a man who used to have a shop on the same street where I reside. May his soul rest in peace. Uncle Dusty Majuda, he was a traffic cop. So always when I saw him driving these cars and carrying a gun, funny enough, the gun
yeah.
And then when I grew up, I wanted to be a traffic officer, but after doing my matric, I didn't even know where to start, where to do. The dream of being a traffic officer was nowhere to be found. I wanted to be an accountant. Funny enough, with a C, I don't know how was I going to be an accountant whereby
it was not possible.
It was not possible. But then I went on and looked for a job. Then I got a job. My first job was at Roman's Pizza. That was in 2004. I worked from 2004 till 2008. Then I resigned from work because I had this passion of being a musician. Then it didn't work because I wanted to be a hip hop artist, and it didn't work. But I got hooked to music because I was once a club DJ. I fell in love with house music. Then I became a house DJ. Then I also worked for Japanese Pizza. I also worked for Pizza Del Forno in Montana. I've worked actually in 3 restaurants that makes pizzas. So then after that, I left. My life got complicated. I don't know what transpired. Yeah, oil mixed with water. You know what happens in the engine if oil mixed with water. So that's when I found my new path of being actually a businessman, but that was after getting born again. Then after getting born again, that's why I saw things clearly, because I mentored my spiritual father, is the one who's mentoring me, Prophet Solly Maluleka. He's the one who's mentoring me. So he's the one man who made me fall in love with business. Not necessarily that he pushed me, but because of the advice that he was telling me and everything, that you are talented, but just that the enemy is fighting your talents. So, but you have you are gifted on your hands. So I had a recording studio right where right where we are now recording from. It was a recording studio. I had Faith
Awesome.
Records. I had a recording studio. So when things didn't work well, it was during lockdown that things didn't work well, because the artists that I've signed to the record label, they didn't get any gigs. So I had to make plan B. Plan B was just that I have to start a baking company. I had a baking company called Baking Angel, which is still working, just that I'm no longer so much into it. But I still do big scones and other stuff. If you place an order for scones or a cake or wedding cake or anything, then the love for producing detergent, I'll be lying if I say I know where it came from. That was just heavenly sent.
Because can I just pause you a minute? Because I'm trying to think, how did you move from? You see, you worked in what, Debonaire's Pizza, Roman's Pizza. For me, I would think, okay, now your field would be in you're trying to sell pizza or like baking, like you just said. But then to detergents, my man. Okay, you can continue.
Yeah, I know. I know that this was a total different path from working in a restaurant to owning a detergent production company. But the thing with detergent, I fell in love with it in during lockdown. That was 2020. Yeah, during the lockdown. You remember the lockdown? The national lockdown. That's why I will always sit in my studio, do research, then check. Actually, the business came up in 2020 during lockdown. But because I'm one person, I don't want to rush things when getting in business or anything. I had to do thorough research, make sure that I have everything that I need, all the information that I need. Then just 3 years later, actually, because this is 2023, that's when I said, okay, fine, let me now go and start the detergent. And the first product that I did was a dishwashing liquid. And still the first one, I'm going to be doing the second one end of this month. Let me not just say which product. They will just see when I advertise it on the market.
We can't wait.
Yes.
I'm glad that you did some research. Otherwise, you're gonna make a bomb, bruh.
Yeah, otherwise you're gonna sell people a detergent which is gonna cut people's fingers off when they're washing dishes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, so basically, lockdown made things happen. That's how the detergents idea was born.
Yeah, actually, the lockdown was a blessing in disguise.
Yes.
Because it was. I was thinking, if it happens that we no longer have to open, let's say, if maybe where I'm currently working, because I still have a 9 to 5. I haven't resigned from work. I still have my job.
I heard you said the other day.
So if it happens, I thought that if it happens that the company collapses, I'll have to have something to fall back on. Then I thought of this detergent business, but I said I cannot just start it today or immediately, because in Polokwane there was no place where we will get the raw materials. The only place that had raw materials by then was Joburg. So now there's a place where they sell raw materials in Polokwane. So that's what pushed me even more, saying, okay, since there's a place where I can purchase raw materials, then I can go on with my plans of owning a detergent company. So as you know, a dishwash works every day.
Yeah. People, they want it every day, brother.
Yes. So that's why I started with it.
Okay. So I was actually coming to that with a what were the challenges that you have come across, and how did you overcome them? Now that you just mentioned that you're going to Joburg to look for stuff was a bit hectic for you. So are there other things that you came across, I mean, as a challenge, then you managed to overcome them?
The fear of taking the product to the people was my first challenge. That okay, I've done the research, I've watched all the videos on YouTube, I've done every research. The problem was, what if the product that I give to the people is not what
they're expecting?
So surprisingly, when I did my first batch, I sold it. Even my boss, the one that I work for, bought 3 bottles for 50 rand each. So I was a bit scared that okay, I'm selling this dishwashing liquid for 25 bucks, but he bought a bottle for 50 bucks. What if it doesn't turn the way I expected? But when he gave me, and I know he's a very honest person, he's brutally honest with the truth. Then when he said to me, no man, your dishwashing liquid is a percent less than the one that we know. You know, this other famous brand, I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
This famous brand that we grew up in this famous brand, it's almost there.
The same,
the recipe is 100%. So when I sold the product to the members of my church, they were all impressed with it. I've never had a complaint from anyone. So yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. So going back to a bit from on a relationship, you said you are married, right?
Yes, I'm married.
Yeah. So I'm trying to understand, how do you balance your life? I mean, your daily routines. You wake up in the morning, you still have a wife, you have a job to go to, you have detergents business, you have baking, and on the other side, your wife is also pushing on poultry, and you have church. Yeah. We must also put it on your, so how do you balance it? Because you'd find that someone out there might also not be able to do a lot of things and say, I don't have time, or so I just want you to balance us a little bit on that.
Time management is very important in life. If you understand how to manage time, things get easy. So on my side, because I have a 9 to 5 from Monday to Friday, normally what happens is my wife runs her poultry farm from her parents' home state, not from where we stay. What is happening is I go to work in the morning, come back, push my brand, and during the day she'll be busy doing her poultry farm.
Okay, so now after work, that's when you push your the detergents business.
Yes, because I work from 8 till 5. So when I get home, it's almost 6 o'clock in the afternoon, in the evening. So I just come home, take off my uniform, have a 30 minutes moment of worship with my Lord, and thank God for the day, and invite him for the new project. Yes, and invite him for the journey that I'm about to start, which will be the project that I'll be doing in the evening. Then I'll do that. Then 9 o'clock. Actually not 9. It depends on what I'm doing. But normally I make sure that by 9 I'm done, because I have to rest, because the following day
you're going back to work as well. Yes. Okay. Hey man, you're pushing, man. You're pushing. Okay, so the other thing that I would want to know is like, now that you're seeing the progress of your what you're doing, what would you want to say to someone who might be in a situation and he doesn't know how to start up, he doesn't know where to go? I always want to talk about young people who are in drugs, young people who are, who do all the bad things, wrong things, should I say. What advice would you give? Because basically people will tell you that it's because we don't have money to start, or I have other commitments and all that. So what would you say, just to encourage them for starting up?
you know what people have to overcome first is fear. And there's this thing of people saying, what will people say? Whereas the same people want still going to say, you do good in life, people will speak, you do bad in life, people will speak.
They'll still
fear,
talk.
Yes. The word fear simply means false evidence appearing real.
Yeah.
Yes, it's false evidence appearing real. So it's like you want to do something, but you say, what if I fail? No, go.
Yeah.
Failure is not the end of the world. You have to fail, so you have to fail in life so that you can dust yourself and try
Then
again.
you can learn.
Yes, because what I always tell people is success is failure turned inside out. For you to succeed, you have to fail first. There's no way that
you have to fail first.
Yes, even if you can check with Mark Zuckerberg when he started Facebook, if you can have those all pictures of Facebook, they were, yes, by then, because it was new to us, it was the nice thing. But now when he looks at it, he laughs and say, "Oh, what was I doing actually here?" Yeah, but he didn't give up. He didn't give up.
He kept pushing.
He kept on pushing until he got the right thing.
Yes.
So people just have to let go of fear. We know, and in terms of kids who are in drugs, I'm in a village whereby, no, it's heartbreaking. I don't want to lie. Kids are into drugs, all kinds of drugs.
Left, right, and center.
Left, right, and center. There's drugs everywhere. But the thing is, people don't understand. I'm one person, I had to have loads of friends. Currently, as we are speaking, I don't have a friend. My friend is my wife and my kids and my siblings, my nephews. Those are my friends. Because the company we keep says a lot about where you're going in the future.
Yeah.
So for them to get over drugs, the first thing that they have to do is just to get rid of friends. Bad company corrupts good character. Even the Bible says backs it up. Because there's no way that you can be in a group of witches or wizards and you say, when they go and bewitch people, I go home. You are lying.
It's a lie.
You are lying. Yeah.
It's a lie.
When they go and practice witchcraft, you are also part of them.
Yes. Yeah.
So the only thing that I can tell to the youth of today, because even if you can see South Africa now, we have a problem of drugs. So they must just follow their dreams, pray to God for strength and wisdom and understanding, and they should just listen to advices that their elders give them. Your elder will never mislead you.
Yeah,
when they say when they say don't go clubbing, it's not because they don't have money to go clubbing. It's because they know that there's something bad that might happen during the night or in the club. As you can, if you know, if you remember, there was a case last week whereby someone got into a club and shot people randomly, so without a warning, without anything. I think it was in Joburg.
No, I have an idea of that one. The last incident that happened in a club was when those people were just found dead in the morning. You still remember? I don't know where it happened.
Eastern Cape. It was in Eastern Cape.
Yes. A lot of young people. Most of them they were students. I think
underage.
Yes, sir. So that one I have an idea of it.
There was another case last week. It was in Pretoria, I think. It wasn't Pretoria. Okay. Some people just got into a club and started shooting people randomly, so without a warning. So, but not because I don't drink alcohol, I'm against alcohol, but I'm against the substance abuse, which is happening now. Even underage kids are into drugs.
And the other thing that is so sad is we are focusing more on the things that are not making us grow. The effort that we would put in partying. Okay, I'm not also saying that partying is bad, but the effort that you would put to go for a party or any other things than putting your effort in things that makes you grow, it's less. You understand? So as young people, we also need to think of tomorrow, because we are the future. We are the future. We need to. We need to push and fix today so that tomorrow we're going to be okay.
Yes, that's life. But the youth of today are so arrogant. You cannot advise them. Are advising them, hey, you're going to have a problem. But I pray to God that but I just pray to God that one day they will change and walk on the same path as the rest of us.
As the
Because
rest
it's
of us.
painful to see someone who's very young already looking old.
Hey, Baba. Yeah, that's true.
I'm not sure.
So-
I'm 38. I'm turning 39 next year. Ne? But if
Yeah, you mentioned.
I mean next month. But if I get someone who's 10 years younger than me and put them here,
Hi, look, you can even call him Malume.
will be vice versa.
Yes. Okay, man. I just want to go back. I think this is the last question. Can you take one of your projects and bring it close to the screen? House of Bubbles.
Can see it.
Well, yeah, I can. Yes, now I can see it. How did the name come, man? How did the brand come? because the brand is something that also sell, ne? You
Yeah.
branding your
Yes.
project nice. You're advertising well.
The name itself.
The name itself.
I was just contemplating around names. I didn't know what will I call this product. Then I thought, okay, since I'm going into products where they will work with bubbles, but I must just make sure that they actually have bubbles. It must just not be House of Bubbles without bubbles. So that's how the name came. So I said, okay, now I'll just have to call it House of Bubbles. But the problem was, how was I going to get the logo? The house with bubbles. Is it going to be a house with bubbles or what? And when I gave it to the graphic designer that I work with, Golden. I just have
shout out to Golden.
Shout out to Golden guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he gave me 3 logos, different ones, but I like this one the most. The one that I'm currently using is the one that I fell in love and said, oh, this is very simple. It's not complicated. So even when I'm doing that I can be a walking billboard wherever I go, you can see, oh, that is the guy who runs House of Any be a complicated thing. So that's how the name came about, House of Bubbles.
Okay. Which platforms can people find you? Facebook, Instagram, and all that?
Okay, on Facebook, House of Bubbles. Just type House of Bubbles, you'll just see the logo. Because I've seen this other House of Bubbles. I don't know where they come from, but mine has Instagram. It's all _entrepreneur.
Okay.
So my numbers is 0734824433, and it's for business purposes only.
Guys, unfortunately, because of time, we have to round it off now. But thank you so much, man, for coming through. I'm sure a lot of people have learned, and they'll keep on learning from you. And from time to time, we'll keep on inviting you so that you can also keep us updated and on what's new. As you said, you're working on something, Anisho. So yes, so we will for sure invite you to come through.
No problem. Thank you very much for the opportunity.